What's up guys, today I'm gonna be going over the top 5 things that are bad in Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, it's only been the first weekend of the beta, but there's a lot of things wrong. It was hard for me to condense this down to only 5 things. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and let's get on to the video. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have no field of view slider on console. Now, this one really irks me because we had it on Cold War and they've decided to remove it in Vanguard. It feels like we're moving backwards here. Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's not that hard. PC has it. All you gotta do is add it to console. We've seen it be done on games like Call of Duty Cold War. Apex has it, Splitgate has it, all these really popular games have it. So how come Call of Duty doesn't have it? There's no excuse. Get it in the game. Now at number 4, we have the map layout. Now I don't know if this was just me, but throughout my entire time playing the beta, I always felt like the maps just didn't flow properly. For example, on Gavutu, which is like the Pacific Island map with the boat on it, that boat has a little perch at the top, and all someone has to do is sit at the top of that boat and they can just get a free head glitch and they can literally see every single part of the map. You don't know how many times I've been walking on the complete opposite side of the map and I get sniped by someone on the top of that damn boat. It basically shuts down the entire middle lane of the map. Like, it just makes no sense. They don't flow properly. The only good map was the Hotel Bravo, I believe it was called. That was the only map that was actually decent. It wasn't a great map, but it was just better than the other two. Now this is something that we can see fixed with the game, because as they said, there are going to be 16 maps in the game, I believe. Some of them could be good, and these are just 3 of the bad ones, but usually they put some of the good maps in the beta, because why wouldn't they? So things aren't looking too good. Now coming in at the number 3 spot is the Recoil. Now, the guns in this game have an absurd amount of recoil, and I cannot explain to you how hard it is to actually build a gun that has controllable recoil. Because when you take an assault rifle, which is, you know, a little slower than an SMG, and you want to turn it into an SMG, what do? You make the ADS speed faster, but that in turn makes the recoil higher. And this is an example of a bar that I tried putting 2 attachments on to make it move faster, and this is the recoil on it. This is just unbelievable, okay? Now the way the game works is it has initial recoil and then regular recoil. So I believe the initial recoil is when you initially are firing the gun, it has a little bit more recoil, and then as you shoot, the recoil pattern kind of like slows down. But that actually makes it really hard to kill people that are on head glitches, because there's a lot of head glitches in this game on all the maps, and when you're shooting someone, the gun really kicks up high, and then by the time you're able to control the recoil, you've already died. Now coming into the number 2 spot, we have the spawns. I can't tell you how many times I've spawned in front of people on the other team. I've seen people on the other team spawn in front of me on tactical pacing. Not even on Blitz where there's 14v14. Tactical pacing, which the maps are built for, cannot handle spawns of 6v6. Like, come on. It just doesn't make sense to me how this is an issue. If there's someone standing within like a 5-meter radius of a spawn point, I shouldn't spawn there. I mean, I think that just makes sense to me. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but I feel like that's just a basic thing in the game that should work properly. So the spawns are absolutely atrocious. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's had this issue with the game, but it just ruins everything. And last but not least, we have the number 1 problem with Vanguard, in my opinion, and that is the visibility. Now everything else in the game so far can be fixed. They can fix the spawns, they can adjust recoil, you know, the maps could be different, they could add a FOV slider, yada yada yada. The game has such poor visibility. Basically half the time I'm getting shot at, I cannot tell where I'm getting shot from. If the person is right in front of me, I literally sometimes just can't see them. And it has to do with, 1, the very gray tone of the game. It just makes everything harder to see. The people don't stand out as much in the environment. And 2, everything is just blurry. I don't know if it's just the way it is in the beta, but everything was always so blurry once you get beyond a certain visibility point. maybe like 5 meters in front of your guy, everything just became blurry. And no, I did not have depth of field enabled. I turned that thing off as soon as I started up the beta, and it was just blurry. I don't know what to say. It just has to do with the way the engine and the graphics are on this game, and I think it's going to be an issue for the entire life cycle of this game unless they are able to adjust this somehow, which I really hope they are, because Vanguard is not looking too good. Now, I know people usually say, oh, it's a beta, you can't really irk on the game because it's not the full release, but this is basically what they're going to release. It's been the same case in most other Call of Duties when they release a beta. Not much changes between the beta and the actual release of the game. We still got 2 months to go until the actual game comes out, and I'm willing to bet that they're gonna make some minor adjustments, but nothing big. And that's the issue with Call of Duty. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, or if you think I left something out that you thought was awful in the beta, drop it down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.